Branches is a nonprofit organization that facilitates hope, healing, and growth through compassionate mental and emotional health care rooted in Christ-centered values. Basically, a summary of that is we want to help people. We want to help people with their mental and emotional needs. We do that through counseling. We do that through mental health medication management, through life coaching, support groups, workshops, and in everything we do, a part of our mission is that we don't turn anybody away due to finances. We have a sliding scale based on income, scholarships available, and so no one is turned away based on their financial abilities.
If we say that we are the church, if we say that we are a people on mission to bring hope and wholeness through Christ, this is not just something that we can do, it's something we are called to do. Because at the end of the day, when we look at the role that counseling plays in the life of all people, there has to be avenues to care for the mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being of a person. And if we are going to be people who shepherd and walk with others, it's our responsibility as the church to provide opportunities with organizations, with people who love Jesus and who are incredibly trained in their field. And Branches Counseling definitely does that.
Started in Murfreesboro and grew and grew and grew and grew, adding many counselors along the way, and even expanding our reach into Wilson County and now recently into Davidson County. Housed in Christ Church.
Dan Scott was one of our counselors who's retired now, but he used to be a pastor at Christ Church, and he connected us. And so we started doing work with Christ Church and enjoyed that. We started doing things with people in the congregation, people with the staff, and it was a good partnership, and we loved it. But then March 27th, 2023 happened, which is when the Covenant shooting happened, and Branches was very involved in helping teachers, parents, church staff, all the adults that were involved in the shooting, and we didn't have a place to go to see them, and it was a far drive for them to come from Williamson or Davidson County to Murfreesboro. And so I texted the pastor, Ben, and I said, hey, we need a favor, and he wrote back and said, sure, you've got it, what is it? And so he didn't even know what we needed. And we said, we need office space and we need a place to meet people. And he said, absolutely, come on. So that's when it really grew.
It's important for us as the church to be able to say, hey, we want to walk alongside you, but when there are things going on that we may not be uniquely trained for, we've got people who are uniquely trained, gifted, and ready to walk with you. Again, living into our call and our responsibility as the church.
We hear people a lot say, you know what, I don't know if, I should just have enough faith. I don't necessarily need counseling, especially not medications. I should just have enough faith. I've prayed about this, and so why do I still deal with depression? Or why do I still battle anxiety? Or why do I still struggle with this trauma that keeps, ruminating these thoughts in my mind? But we have to say that, that God, created our brain just like you created our heart, our eyes, and every part of our body. And it doesn't take God out of the equation when healing comes through a counselor or through a medication or through a support group or anything like that. God's still part of it. We know He's the real source of that healing.
Our goal is always to help people with their emotional mental health, of course, but our real goal is to point them towards Christ. We have people that come of all faiths, people that aren't believers at all, and that's fine. We're not trying to change anybody. We want to help them no matter what's going on with them. But, always people are like, hey, this feels like a really safe place. I was scared to come in here because it's a church, but it's so comforting here. Everyone's so kind. So all the feedback we get is always lighting who Christ is, which is really cool.
I believe wholeheartedly in the role of mental and emotional health with spiritual health. I believe that is our heart as a church, and that only continues to grow. That only continues to develop. My prayer for our partnership with Branches is God has already begun to sow the seeds, that He would just expand it, that He would let it grow, that there would be people, it doesn't matter if they are a formal Christ Church member or not, they get to come and experience the hope and wholeness found in Jesus. That's what I'm excited about.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you for everything that you've done for us. Ministry is not always easy. It can be hard, and it can be we hear a lot of stories and a lot of pain, and we want to be with people to walk through that pain with them. And the staff at Christ Church has walked through that with us as staff members, so we thank you for that, for holding our arms up when we're having a hard time. Thank you for giving us the space and painting the walls beautifully. I mean, oh my goodness. Anytime we ask for a favor or can we do this, the answer is just yes. And so we thank you for your yes, because it's helping us to help people and meet our mission.